All right, welcome back to Ascent Taipei. We are fine. We're round four. Four more to go, and I am so excited to bring you this match because not only do we have one of the very well-known players, we have Terry from True Champion Gaming playing Wind Tristan, which is a deck that I've been super excited to see. But also, we have a player from the Philippines, one of the best players in the country, I'd say, Chris, and first Philippine player on the stream, so I'm happy to see it. Happy to see it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I believe he's on Fire Xander, Fire Aggro Xander, and Terry's on Wind Tristan, as all of the TCG players are on. So super looking forward to this. I'm super looking forward to this. I mean, as much as I want to root for my countryman, I really want to see Wind Tristan. I really want to see Wind Tristan do well because that's absolutely my favorite deck that I've played from the MRC format. So we're just having like some quick discussions, and then we'll start the game real soon. Just chatting with the judge about some stuff. So how's everyone been doing? Just saying, sorry for the delay with the last round. There was a bit of a dispute with two players, so there was a really long judge call that ended up lasting for like 15 minutes or something. So hopefully we can stay on schedule, but I think we're probably gonna end a little bit late tonight. So I hope you guys are fine with that. I know everyone there in the US, it is super late for you, but what can you do? Just how it is, always how it is. So both players are gonna shuffle up here. I hope everyone's been enjoying the stream. All right, tell me, for those in the chat, tell me, what decks do you hope to see in the next, I guess we don't count this round, the next 4 rounds after this? What decks are you hoping to see? Oh. I think they are trying to adjust the camera a bit. Give me a second, I'll just go check up on how the stream setup's going. All right, and we're ready to go. So Terry going first with that win, Tristan. Okay, let's see. So not playing Fragment or anything, just going for the straight. Ooh, Sirocco Operatives. That's the kind of angle they want to take here. Playing a bit more allies. I see the turbocharge. Mastermind Scheme. Just gonna go for allies. So this was a build I was trying out early on, but I didn't like how the Sirocco Operative feels. I'm really curious to see how it works for Terry. He's playing against Fire Aggro Xander. This is a super fast, tons of damage. He needs to be worried a bit. Let's see if he can weather the storm of that dagger turn. I did see them playing Veiling. I did see a Veiling when I was watching some of the off stream games. I saw that at least. So at least I know they have that much. Of course, you also have Incapacitate. That's a huge thing that you can do. You can stop like a planted explosives, or maybe well, you can't stop Rococo, but you can at least stop. Yeah, you can stop planted explosives. That's probably the main thing. Maybe a Vermilion Decree. Okay, so you put the turbocharge on. I feel like he's just gonna go for this. He might just go turbocharge. Oh my god, the Sable Rim. Alright, so 2 allies on board, tons of damage. Yeah, I agree. I mean, definitely Surveil is better than Sirocco, but you're not always gonna have Surveil in your hand, right? So my issue with it is the conditional aspect. I guess less people are playing Reprogram than I expected, because it's kind of hard to keep your automatons alive when that card's floating around. But I just reclaim this ally back to hand. Interesting choice. Just wants to get the controlled banish, or rather no banish at all. Drawing into an Umbra card, that's Shadow Strike. Enough cards to play... Doesn't have enough cards to play Shimmer Cloak into Sirocco, because they're both 3 cost. If only Sirocco was a 3 cost ally, it would actually be pretty good in my opinion, but let's see. So we're just going to put 3 down. I'm going to hold up Incap and Fairy Whispers. Are we just going to kill Sable here? Giving a float to your opponent? Oh no, okay, just hitting face. Interesting that Chris chose not to attack with the Lurking. I suppose that he wants it on field. He wants to make sure it doesn't die. Wants to keep the stealth to make sure that it lives for the dagger turn, which is pretty heads up. All right, QSG, what's under it? I mean, you could hazard a guess. I have my theories about what's under that QSG, but so what's in Terry's hands? It's Incapacitate, Fairy Whispers, and something else. So one of the things about Tristan is definitely the fact that you can't exactly just hard level, because you need those prep counters. So usually you'd go Gear Stride or Boots just to get at least 2 so you can get a draw. Unfortunately, he didn't get something like Surveil here. Oh my god, and Arthur. That's gonna be so much damage. Take 2 from Arthur, take 2 from Sable. Is he gonna swing with this Lurking? I wonder if his idea to keep it alive will persist through. Nope, he's just gonna swing with it. There was, but I'm not sure where they are, so I'm riding solo for now. Okay, so wonder what the plan is. Are we gonna go for this Fairy Whispers in end phase? Just to see more of our deck. Probably really want that Veiling Breeze right now. Okay, just gonna materialize first. Safeguard or Tariff? I think Tariff with an Arthur on field is probably the more sensible play. That's the thing about Xander. It can do so much. Fairy Whispers. Ooh, Stifling is... Sadie is really nice. You have to get this Stifling Trap though, so... But he could draw the Sadie for turn. Yeah, he's choosing to keep the Sadie. It makes sense. He can kill Arthur and Sable with it at least. You choose and then agility and then gets to hold his incap in hand. That's pretty good. Taking a think here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just stifling, and then he's thinking about whether he should keep the Sadi. For sure, you have. Okay, so choosing to keep the Sadi. One of my favorite cards from the set. I love agility. Such an awesome mechanic. Are we gonna go for Sirocco? Sirocco into Sadi, maybe? But then, if Chris has anything to kill the Sadi and stop the agility, you're kind of shields down at that point. So I'm not sure how many cards are in his hand. I think he has nothing in his hand. Maybe 2 cards. Probably not enough to play a Vermilion Decree. But go for Sadi here. Agility, so good, so good. Unfortunately, I did not have an agility token made. I kind of forgot. Okay, she's gonna agility, pass it up, gets a full grip. He's already angling up that tire frame. All right, let's see if Chris has enough effect damage to still go for the kill here. Oh no, he swung with it. Good point. I almost forgot, but I'm fairly certain he swung with it. I wonder if he maybe should have made that an Immortal Arthur, right? I think it's a bit greedy to do that. Stifling the Sable Remnant. Wow. Interesting choice to do this now. Maybe, do you not want to save it for Rococo? I feel like Rococo is really the one you want. There's already a Tariff on field. It's not like he was going to do much attacking. Oh, and he drew Rococo too. Yeah, definitely an odd choice. I'm not sure yet. I think he's got to keep this Rococo. He only has to do 11 damage. That's Rococo on her own is 5. Well, with Tariff on field, it's just 3, but chances are he can't play all this stuff and attack. I'm pretty sure Terry's alive this turn. The question is really just whether or not choosing to keep a mark the target. Yeah, the Tariff here really. I wonder if Terry's actually going to level next turn or just go for Safeguard at that point. That's the thing about Fire Xander. It's such an explosive deck, but if it doesn't get the kill on the dagger turn, it usually doesn't have enough gas to keep going after that. Choosing to put Turbocharge and Mastermind Scheme makes sense. I don't think Terry's going to be able to bring up Backup Charger anytime soon. Because every turn he's going to be really contested for the tempo of this game. That's true, but he could bring out Assassin Stripper. I'm more thinking along the lines of making sure that you don't get the on-enters on things like Rococos. That's more my line of thinking. Though, admittedly, yes, it is a 2-1 ally, so it is pretty big. Okay, so wonder is Chris gonna try and contest board here, or is he just gonna keep swinging face? I imagine he's just gonna keep hitting face. Okay, looking at the memory. Yeah, so the only thing I think that Xander would be using floating memory for at this point is probably just mark the or just for Assassin Tripper. Oh my god. Oh, planted explosive on Sadi. That sucks. She's not gonna get the prep counter because she has to go back to hand for that to happen. So, but we live another turn. Do we go safeguard now? Maybe we go safeguard now. I mean, having your opponent eat a planet explosive just to get rid of Asadi seems like a pretty good trade to me. You get to go safeguard here. Oh my god, Terry playing so defensively. And he gets to go Sirocco and then kill the lurking. Gets the prep he needs. Then maybe he levels up next turn. Gets the draw one. Chris has 1 card in hand, so he has 5 influence. I'm pretty sure he's saving the Rococo for his dagger turn because he did not pop dagger that turn. Yes, deck lists will become available on day 2. I don't know if it'll be by the end of the day or if it'll be tomorrow. Okay, Sirocco kills off Lurking. I mean, this is looking pretty good. Safeguard on field. You've got 2 prep. Is Terry a greedy man who will try and go for the 4 prep, though? Oh. Yeah, he was gonna play the Sadi to go back to hand, and then in response he played the Planet Explosives. Okay. It's really hard with the Safeguard on field. Chris being very disciplined and just not popping this dagger because he knows that there's no point popping it if the whole turn's gonna get blanked anyway. Eleven is not. It's not that much damage for a Xander player. Can he play Can he play Rending? He has 2 fire cards, so he can't play Rending. There's the Assassin Stripper. Definitely Blazing Throw. A Blazing Throw line would be eaten by Safeguard, but at that point you've lost both your Tariff and your Safeguard, so maybe he's just trying to bait all of the interaction out. We also know that Terry has Incapacitate, but he doesn't have enough cards in hand to play it, though. So he was forced to put 3 down for Sirocco, then draw into memory. So mark the target on Sirocco Operative. Not the highest value hit, but maybe. Oh, Rending? Is it Rending time? Rending with Assassin's Ripper is 6 damage times 2, 12. He's dead if he doesn't do anything here, and he has nothing. And I think that's it. I don't see anything. He doesn't have enough. Yup, and that's game, man. Man, that's rough. Xander does. He didn't even need to pop the dagger there. That's crazy. So yeah, that just goes to show you don't need to hit your dagger turn. If you can slow your opponent down, keep them at level 1 because they keep materializing, things like that. It's just unfortunate. If Terry had like a Veiling Breeze there, he probably sees another turn, but even then, his influence would have been really low. He wouldn't be able to level up. So looking at the deck lists, let's get some insight here. So the weird thing about the True Champion gaming lists is that they don't play Slice and Dice in the main. They play it in the side. So I think the idea behind it is that when they're playing against an aggro deck, because that's what I noticed, is that Tristan is pretty bad in aggro. And when they play against an aggro deck, they just swap and start playing aggro themselves. So they just try and go for a fast kill with an Assassin Stripper Slice and Dice. They don't even bother going level. Yeah, you see him. He's removing all of these. He's removing all of these Umbra cards. He's removing Mastermind Scheme. He's removing Umbra. He's removing Turbocharge. And he's going to put in probably... I imagine he's going to put in probably Arrow Trap, maybe Cleansing Reunion. Cleansing Reunion is a good card to put in against Fire Xander. You can deny them their Rendings and their Soul Knife. So, are they playing Lantern, actually? They are not playing Lantern. Instead of playing Lantern, they're just playing straight up the Arrow Trap. Or no, the Cleansing, which I agree with. Cleansing is an amazing card. Haven't really seen much of it this past few days, but I think it's because a lot of the graveyard-based decks have been kind of pushed out of the meta. Erupting. It's a struggle bus right now. Even Philo. I mean, there's actually a fair amount of Philo players here. So maybe players not putting in Lanterns is going to bite them. So we'll see. All right. Wonder if crit. I don't know how many Filipino players are still 3-0. I think there's maybe 3 or 4. So if you have Pinoy pride, you can root for our man here. both these players with the similar colored sleeves. I wonder if we're gonna see the hidden tech of Shadow Reaver Tristan steal their cards and not give them back. They are playing Shadow Reaver. They are playing both Tristans. I imagine you probably just side out Shadow Reaver though in this matchup because I don't think you have the time for that. And the cards you're gonna steal from them are not that good anyway. So what do you think about Tristan? Have you experienced much Tristan in your short amount of time playing this game?
I have not actually played the Tristan, but we finally saw Tristan.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he just got aggro down. So we'll see if something changed. Okay, he's not removing Shadow Reaver, it seems. I mean, the thing about their sideboard is they don't actually play anything in the material deck for the side. It's a full 15 card main board or main deck sideboard. So love that. I hate losing slots to material deck cards just because the value of having the versatility of 15 cards is huge, but the material deck cards are too good. Stifling, Sadi, Incapacitate is he has Surveil. Is this a Sadi pass kind of game? Maybe it's Sadi pass and just bitter back to hand. Seems like that's what he's angling for. Either that or just Surveil. Problem with Sadi pass is you saw that Chris was totally willing to just throw his Planet Explosives on her. I think this is an Outlook and a Hold Reclaim angle here. Get your prep counter now. Admittedly, Terry had a pretty bad start where he didn't have a lot of the prep gen cards. So we'll see. Is Chris even gonna bother? Even gonna bother killing this Outlook? He probably should, in truth, but at the same time, Reclaim is a card. You even want to waste attacks trying to kill something that's gonna get reclaimed?
I didn't know there's a Wind Korhazi.
Every element has a Korhazi.
Really?
And if you ask me, I think this one is the strongest one.
Because I only saw it in the Fire Xander.
They also play the water one, Trapper. But no one plays water in the Philippines, that's the issue. Except for Dennis.
Why?
I don't know. Even in the last meta when water was pretty good,
yeah,
there were very few. There's like 3-4 guys who play water. So that's probably why you never see it. But for the people that do have to play against water, that card is the bane of their existence. But Outlook is really, really special because she does something really unfair, which is stopping your opponent from playing the game. Her effect is she can spend the prep counter, and she can essentially make your opponent be unable to play any cards on your turn. Well, you can still play Regalia, you can still pop items, but you can't play cards from your hand. And that is huge because Tristan is usually a deck that's going for OTKs.
Yeah.
So if you just pop your Trapper, and it's like, oh, no Resolutes. Well, you can chain to the Trapper or the Outlook effect. But then your opponent just played a card and you can just do nothing. So, and another thing is that you can play her in materialization phase. You can materialize a card and in response pop the Trapper. She also glimpses one for some reason, so everyone forgets about that effect. Every time I've ever seen someone pop an Outlook, they never actually glimpse. But yeah, this is an insane card. The problem is this Wind Assassin was so bad before that people just didn't really want to deal with that. But now that there is a Wind Assassin deck that's good, word on the street is that Pro An himself is playing Wind Xander. So I wonder if he's playing Outlook. Okay, so just gonna go for a Crimson Tier here. She does not have her level 1 effect, so it's just 2 damage, and then Hasty. Drawing, discarding a Sable Remnant. That's a really good start. Let's see what Terry's got here. He's probably gonna level up. Oh, okay, he's gonna reclaim instead. Yeah, he wants to refresh. Okay, because just like, I guess you've only played against the Fire Trapper. Or the Fire Korhazi. The thing about the Fire Korhazi, she's the only one that doesn't give you a prep counter. When you play the green and the blue ones, they give you a prep counter on enter. But the fire one, they don't, for some reason. I don't think she's that strong that she couldn't give you a prep counter. Though admittedly, if she did, these Fire Xander decks would be even more annoying to deal with. So let's see. I mean, you could just use the Stifling Trap here as a kill spell. You could just kill this Crimson Tier with Stifling. Probably Sadi hits this Hasty or the Crimson Tier. Chris only has 1 card in hand. He's most assuredly not going to be able to kill you. That's another thing, is that going first as Xander there's such a big difference when someone goes first against Xander. being able to choose to go first after losing game 1 means that you get an extra turn. So does... Ooh, that's the Cleansing Reunion. Going for Sadi here. Probably, I assume it's going to be Crimson Tier. I think it has to be Crimson Tier here. Just, she's more of a threat. You also have the Stifle if you want to kill this Hasty. If you really need to. You're going to get Agility anyway. Okay, going to go for that. Agility. Put 3 back to hand. I'm sure... Oh, right. He played the Reclaim. I was thinking he should have played this Surveil the Winds in Prereq, but he reclaimed the Outlook instead. So... And now he's going to play this. So... He's still going to have 3 cards. Actually, he's going to have 4 cards in hand because of Agility 3. So... I think it's going to be probably Cleansing, Stifling. Oh, wait, did he... Oh, he chose Agility off Tristan effect. Okay, so he had Agility 6, essentially. That's why he only has 2 prep counters, because he got 1 from Outlook and then 1 from... That's... Yeah, that's having heads up. I don't see people often play for Agility on Tristan 1 for Wind, at least. But it's definitely... In the right scenarios, it makes total sense. What are we gonna see? Oh, there's the Veiling. So he's got a lot of... He has Incapacitate, he has Veiling, he has Stifling Traps. He's got a ton. He's got this Cleansing Reunion to get rid of all these fire cards. Actually, he could Cleansing to get rid of the Sable Remnant here. But I think he knows that Chris... He's a Fire Xander player. He's gonna go QSG into Dagger this turn, which means that next turn... Before and on his end phase, he could, or during his turn, he could go for the Cleansing to get rid of the float and the fire card. So I definitely, especially if he's gonna go Hasty here, dump another card, the Cleansing is gonna go crazy actually. Okay, so there's the fire card. So you can potentially be hitting 2 fire cards in a floating memory. That's a huge value for your Cleansing Reunion. Let's see, maybe he dumps even more cards. Unfortunately, there's not really a good way to get rid of Dagger. Your main option is like Zephyring it so that it enters rested again, but there's a few things you can do. Yeah, I'm feeling like a Cleansing Reunion's probably coming soon. I think this is deep in thought, thinking also... Yeah, okay, that was Hasty. Not even bothering to try and kill Sadi. He knows he's not killing her. He probably doesn't have that. Means he probably doesn't have Planted or Vermilion Decree in hand. Sadi returning will give Kristen the 3rd prep counter, which allows her to level up next turn and draw 2 if she decides to go for Gear Stride. So I imagine you're probably going for Safeguard or Tire Frame. 3 down. What, Lurking? Yep, it's a Lurking. Passing. Choosing not to go for the swing here because he wants to keep the stealth on Lurking. I think we're going to see the Cleanse here. He might choose to go in End Phase Cleanse just to get rid of all this stuff. Sadi into Cleanse, maybe? Okay, I guess there's no reason to do it End Phase. You can just wait. Oh, Backup Charger? That makes a lot of sense. I think he's considering... Yeah, he's definitely going for the Backup Charger here. Pay 3. Draw a card in the memory. Then if he would like, he can play this Cleansing Reunion. Oh. Wait. Isn't that the Wolves Den Power Cell?
Hey.
Did they give one to him?
Shout out to the Wolves.
All right, Wolves Den is one of the stores here, and they got a custom Power Cell card made. So seems like Terry got one, and he probably fought against one of their players.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful look. When I saw that, I couldn't believe that that's a custom card.
They're the best.
Okay, choosing not to go for Cleansing in Prereq. Wonder what he got the Agility by killing the Hasty. So I wonder what the plan is here. I guess he doesn't feel the need to go Safeguard Amulet because he has the Veiling in hand. Can't kill this. Can't kill this Lurking. He has Stealth. Stifling won't do it either. Really want to see what little fancy tricks these Tristan players got. Very deep in thought here. I think he's considering going for the. He definitely wants to play this cleansing to get rid of 3 fire cards plus a float. Just has to be imbued is the issue, which means he has to put down the stifling traps, which I think he wants to keep. Because he could put the veiling down. Oh, he has 2 veiling, so he could put veiling, outlook, and a. Well, you're gonna agility them back anyway, so maybe he just doesn't want to go down a card. Oh, he's gonna Sadi first. Get a 3rd prep. And then play Outlook maybe to get the 4th. And then just play the Veiling. Imbued Cleansing. Throws the entire graveyard away. The Cleansing Reunion. When I saw that card, I thought Erupting was done. I didn't think anyone could ever play Erupting again. Oh my god, he has Slice and Dice. He's going for it. He's going for the kill. Wait, he can't do that though. He doesn't have Assassin's River yet. Okay, so yeah, okay. That's nasty. He's gonna. So is he gonna just go for Assassin's River next turn and try and kill, or is he going to? No, I think he's going for a level play here. He has 4 prep. It's super free. All right, so he's gonna pop the dagger here. Now you have to worry a ton about this Veiling Breeze. This Veiling Breeze is going to block so much damage. Chris has very low influence because his Sable Remnant got eaten. Rending in hand with no cards engraved. You hate to see it. Glimpsing 2, that's a Captivating Cutthroat, and I think a Blazing Throw? Didn't quite catch it. So chose to keep the Stiflings in the memory. I think he does not fear Rococo because of Veiling Breeze. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Terry's in a very commanding position here. He can just level up and then draw 2. Maybe DG to 3. Or just go for Slice and Dice and for game. Actually, he either goes that or does that, or he goes Assassin's Ripper, Slice Dice. Assassin's Ripper plus Slice and Dice is 9 plus 6 damage. That's 15. So it's not enough to kill on a Xander, but if he has Sharpen, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Are they even playing Sharpen Blades? I haven't seen one so far. Ooh, okay. It seems like they're not playing Sharpen Blades. I felt like Sharpen Blades was a very critical card to make your Shadow Skull actually hurt, but True Champion Gaming disagrees. They don't like the -1. Seems like Lurking maybe going for face or going for Outlook here. So I see Planted. Okay, he's popping the dagger. Okay, so you gotta just play your Veiling now if you want. I think you just go for the Veiling here. Gonna put down Incap. Interesting. He's not gonna be able to play it this turn, so he'd rather not. So -2. Prevent. So he's gonna prevent 2 from the dagger, prevent 2 from this Lurking, no damage dealt. 2 Rococos that are gonna do nothing. Oh my god, his whole dagger turn has been completely stuffed. The best he can do is Planted for 3 or Vicious Slice for 2. It's gonna be 3 plus the dagger. Yeah, I think Terry's got this, because once the dagger is spent, Xander usually cannot do a massive explosive turn again. Especially with no fire cards engraved, you don't have to worry about Assassin's Ripper into Rending anymore. Yeah, I think Terry's in an absolutely commanding position here. Okay, so Chris did not play anything in response. She's gonna kill the Outlook. That's fine. She was just there to give the prep counter. And he's just gonna pass. I think Terry wants to level up, but maybe he wants to just go for the Slice and Dice line. I'm sorry for saying Wind Assassin's bad. It wasn't that bad. it was a fine deck that just people didn't want to play. I definitely saw the potential in it, but I think Tristan has really sent this deck into a different place. Sirocco Operative. This is why I don't like this card. Look at this. I guess it gives you a draw. It replaces itself. Chris notably just holding up his whole hand, so play the Sirocco. No, you can't play it. You don't have enough cards. Just gonna play Sadi, then swing face. Oh, lurking? Is he gonna stifle this? Oh no, okay, it was swing face. I'm gonna pass the turn here. Holding up Incap plus. I think he's trying to set up the Assassin Stripper Slice and Dice. With that combo, you do 15 damage. And Xander has 19 health, so Sadi swing plus attack. That should be game. If I mean, this fires Xander. It's not like they have anything that they have no defensive cards in this deck. Try and refuel a bit here. Still no fire cards in grave, so Rending is still completely dead. I think after seeing the cleansing reunion, I imagine Chris is just. Oh, I wonder if Terry sniffs out the planted here. I mean, just let it go. I mean, you got to use the effect. You got to force him to use it. Yeah, I think you got to force him to use it. So just go for it. He's thinking really hard. He doesn't want to put this veiling down, I think. He's going to put it down. He's risking it. I think it's very telling that he kept the Slice and Dice in hand. That's telling me that he's definitely going for Slice and Dice. Planted. Okay, so you waste the planted. Not prepped, so at least you're not losing that. Can he do... Slice and Dice is going to do 15 damage here, which is 1 off, but he can... Does he have a ally cheat? He has a Sirocco Operative, I think, but I'm not sure if that's enough. Discarding a Arsonist, doing another 1 damage. Choosing not to pop Safeguard. Yep, he's going for Assassin Stripper. Here comes. Oh, he's going for level... Okay, never mind. He's going for level 2. Okay, level 2. Draw 2. Resolute. Resolute Cleansing. Really good. Now he has more HP. Arrow Trap is really good as well. Is he? No Dungeon Guides, unfortunately. Dungeon Guide would really make it hard for Chris to come back from this. You just go for the Slice and Dice now. You still don't have Assassin Stripper out. Interesting. So yeah, like, Terry's actually kind of having a hard time mounting an offense here. Just gonna pass. I wonder if he's gonna angle just to level to 3. He very well could. He could play like this Resolute and then level to 3. Sword of Seeking is telling me Blazing Throw is in the works. Only has 2 fire cards. Probably gonna wait for the 3rd fire card before playing the Cleansing. On. So we're gonna have the Arsonist or the Courier swing here. Is he thinking of stifling or arrow trapping this? Or is he just gonna Resolute? I think he's just gonna Resolute. Resolute, putting down. I think it's probably gonna be arrow stifling. Arrow incap stifling. Or stifling. Okay. Doesn't really value stifling. There's not that many on-enter effects in this deck. It's mostly just there as a 2 damage kill spell. Still holding up this Cleansing in case. Oh, unfortunately, the Cleansing is not going to be imbued, but it's fine. There's only 3 fire cards. There's only 3 cards in grave anyway. Chances are he's not going to go for a Rending on the turn that someone played a Resolute, so... Only 22 minutes left. Terry's got to try and win this game quickly so they can get to game 3. Hasty, just going to cycle cards. Is Terry thinking of... He put the stifling down, so he might be thinking about arrow trapping this. Arrow trap only works on things that are attacking, though, so he's gotta wait for that. Oh, okay, he's just gonna pass. Chris choosing not to attack is interesting. I guess he wants to keep the cards in his hand, so Tristan level up, gets a prep counter, summons 2 shadows. Now a rending is really out of the works because you can just redirect them to your shadows. Attacks are super bad now. He has to try and kill through effect damage, and unfortunately, there's a safeguard on field. So, are we going for Shadow's Claw? Yep. Shadow's Claw, swing, do 3. And every turn, he's just going to chip 3, and then eventually he's going to play Slice and Dice and end the game. Okay. Doing 1 down. I wonder if Chris has got anything. I'm pretty sure Fire Xander has nothing. Maybe they play Reduce to Ash at most, but that's pretty unlikely. Okay, so that's just a casual 5 damage. The Slice and Dice combo can kill next turn. Even without Assassin Stripper, it would do 9 on its own, and then it would, the 2 shadows can swing for 4 each. Or not 4, but 2 each, so 4 for 4 total. I mean, chances are you're not killing someone who has 25 life and has redirects and Mercenary Blades. It's definitely... There's 2 weapons on field. I think Blazing Throw is absolutely being angled here. But there's a safeguard. What can you do? What's the angle here? The Incapacitate is... It's a card. I think he's just going to take this damage. I think he's fine with that. As long as you have Safeguard, you're safe. Rending can't touch you because you have shadows and you can spend your prep counters on it. That's another fire card. Are we going to see... Okay, I mean, yeah, he can just take this. He's fine. He has Incap if he needs to. He has Safeguard if he needs to. Next turn, he just kills Chris. Gotta throw this Rococo because he knows it's really not going to do much for him now. This Rending is just really not going to do anything with 2 shadows on field. You can at least force him to use the prep counters, but it's not going to stop him. I think he's just going to play this Cutthroat, most likely. He's going to chip as much as he can. Hey, there's only 18 minutes left. Gotta end this game quickly if you want to be able to finish game 3. Though chances... when time is getting low, it's definitely on the Xander's benefit there, because he can just... He's the one who can kill you fast. Not to say that Tristan can't kill you fast. She absolutely can. But the way Terry plays, at least in this matchup, seems very defensive, so... It's just gonna take it all. Take 1 damage, actually gonna make things... It's gonna make things even easier for the kill. Okay, let's see. Is he gonna bring out Ripper? Just gonna swing 1. Why not? No reason not to. 2 down. Blazing Throw. Wait, why was it 2? I might... Oh, no, right. So 1 down. Blazing Throw. He's gonna eat the Safeguard now. So definitely Terry has to kill him this turn. I think Slice and Dice on its own is 18 already. Or that's already 9. Then you just gotta go in with the shadows. So that should end the game. Slice and Dice. Using 3. That's gonna be... This is where Chris shows the out of nowhere Resolute Sand. Even though he doesn't have enough cards to play, that's 3. He's going to use the dagger for the first hit. I think he's not going to use the dagger on the second hit, and then you throw all the shadows. And that's a game. 17 minutes, they can definitely finish a 3rd game. These are 2 fast decks. So, I mean, that just shows the power of Cleansing Reunion, don't you think? Not only is it fast speed, it hits floats, it also hits element cards engrave. Absolutely love the card. Hopefully I never see another erupting player till the day I die because of that. So, but that's the thing, is like, if you're not playing wind, you don't have it. You still have to play lantern in your deck. Yeah, so what else can we say about this? Definitely the main thing that's interesting to me is the fact that they're not playing Sharpened Blades. I think Sharpened Blades lets you kill super early, but also it's a card you just, if you see it too soon and you don't have the setup for it, it can feel a bit bad. Also, definitely weak to fast speed Regalia removal. Stone Scale Verdant Slimes or Reduce to Ashes definitely own that whole strategy, so. Oh, they are on Windmill Engineer. That is a card I was also playing in my Tristan deck. I just like being able to hit the 3 damage breakpoint with Sadi. We just need some allies that don't neg you. That's also probably why they're playing Sirocco. If Windmill Engineer was an automaton, I think Sirocco would actually be kind of crazy, but fortunately, human. All
You
you.
tried playing with an automaton?
I've tried it, but
They're pretty strong, huh?
well, I've definitely seen those. Some people have been trying to make Overlord MK3 work. Have you experienced Overlord?
No.
He's the big robot. I think Caban said he was the worst you are in the set. So maybe someone out there trying to prove him wrong and playing automatons here, but I haven't seen it so far. The automaton decks are strong,
Yeah.
but I just think Overlord himself. It's like, if you have a bunch of power cells on field, wouldn't you rather just dump them onto an automaton and then rally in advance? But I definitely would love to see Overlord come through at one of these days. I think the card's super cool, just maybe a little bit one-dimensional, just swing for a lot of damage. Doesn't even have vigor, so the steadfast and taunt is kind of wasted, but I think it's intercept. All right, so this is a huge deal. Chris is going first, and like I said, Xander going first.
Is bad.
No, it's very good. Well, it's bad for his opponent. Ooh, Arsonist turn 1, or not Arsonist, Korhazi Courier turn 1. It's pretty good. It's pretty hard for Tristan to kill this. You know how there's those memes of like level 99 Crook or like level 1 Crook versus a Mafia boss?
Yeah.
That's the difference between Fire Xander going first and going second, When you go first, it's like you kill people so quickly because
advantage.
Yeah, because at most they're level 1.
Especially if you have the Arthur.
Yeah, and you just have the materialization advantage. You don't have to worry about safeguards and tariffs as much.
Yeah.
So it's a huge deal. Oh, Terry is also playing Sable Remnant, so interesting choice. So I have to apologize to my teammate Jigs, saying that Sable Remnant and Sirocco were bad. They're using the tokens. Thank you for using the tokens. Fortunately, why do I keep calling her Arsis? This Korhazi Courier has stealth, so can't do anything about her. And she is one of the biggest damage dealers in the Fire Xander deck because she gets you 2 procs of your dagger when she gets her effect off. So, but there is a card that kills her, and that's Stifling Trap. Does he have one? Nope. No Stifling Trap, but he has 2 Veilings, and that is Terry's not dying anytime soon. He also revealed 2 win cards from his imbue, and he drew a 3rd one, so that's a Veiling for 3. If he Veilings again, that's a Veiling for 4. Pretty big. Though he's definitely saving that for the dagger turn. Just gonna take out the Windmill Engineer. I think Terry's happy to see Chris wasting attacks on it, but I imagine Terry's probably not gonna do anything. I don't think he's gonna waste a Veiling now. Gonna save it for dagger turn. He's willing to take a little bit of damage here. Do we see level up, or do we see? I'm curious to see if we see either level up or safeguard right now. I think he doesn't need to have safeguard because he has the Veiling. I'm definitely in favor. I'm definitely in favor of just leveling up here. Get all your class bonuses in effect. Oh, he does have a Stifling. So could definitely use that to kill this Arsonist. This is the big difference though. He hasn't seen Sadi, and I think Sadi is a really big part of this matchup. Giving agility is huge. Okay, lost the outlook. Not the worst outcome in the world. Let's see if he's choosing agility or prep. He's choosing prep. Definitely need to get an agility token made. Sable Remnant can come in and kill this hasty though. It's pretty good. Stifling could kill Arsonist, though I'm sure he wants to hold the Veiling. I'm never just gonna play Sable Remnant and then chill. Ooh, wait, did he put both Veilings down? That's a bit interesting. Oh no, he kept one. Okay. Oh, I think is Chris considering playing like a Planted Explosives on this? There's no way you just spend Planted Explosives on a Sable Remnant. Okay, just gonna pass. No cleansing so far, so rending is on the table at least. Gonna go QSG into the dagger. Wonder if you spend the stifle now. It's definitely you don't want to let this arsonist hit, but you could also just veiling. It depends. If he pops the dagger, I think you're just veiling here, but I see a Manic Zealot and a Lurking Assailant. I wonder if he wants that Manic Zealot. If he has a mark the target, he could consider it. I think he kept the Lurking, yeah. Yeah, Terry's got a ton of defensive cards right now. Planted Explosive here. Popping Dagger. I think you've gotta play that Veiling now. You can Veiling to prevent 3. Or do you play Stifle into Veiling? No, but then you lose a win card, so yeah, I think he's just gonna go for Veiling here. We're putting DG down. It's probably not gonna be banishing cards, so. Oh, okay, he's gonna play Reclaim first. Put the Sable Remnant back. Then put the Stifle down. Play Veiling. He has 3 win cards and another Veiling too, so that's gonna do 2 damage. It's 4, so it's gonna do 2 damage. Then this Arsonist is gonna do nothing. So pretty good outcome there. He still has the second Veiling for next turn. Or he could even go Safeguard now, Tariff now. There's so many options. If he wants, he could even play the Stifling Trap from memory. He's willing to lose the prep counter. Gonna pass. I wonder what he's gonna bring out. Gonna bring out Boots. Okay. First time we've seen the Nikes on field, so another Dungeon Guide is kind of unfortunate. You really hate to see. Actually, I don't think he drew Dungeon Guide at all in the previous 2 games, so seeing it now is pretty interesting. I wonder if he's just gonna level up now that he has 2 prep counters at the end of this turn. Keep one of them. Gonna just swing face. Yep. I'm gonna end his turn. He has another Veiling. This is very scary, but Dagger turn's gone. He's probably not gonna just explode out of nowhere. And then this is where Chris brings out Assassin Stripper and then Rendings. Ooh. Is Chris playing Raccoon is the question. If he has a Raccoon, that's definitely scary. Let's see. He is not playing Raccoon. So he has nothing to remove Floating Memory. So I think Terry should be fine in that regard. Oh my god, he has Blitz Mage inside that. It's been a while since I've seen Blitz Mage. I wonder if Terry's gonna level up next turn. Just get the 1 draw. Or if he's gonna sit at 1 for a bit. 3 down. What is the mode here? Draw? I assume it's gonna be damage to face, but is he gonna kill the Sable Remnant?
7 minutes more.
They'll probably get an extension as well, because they started a bit late. Killing the Sable, okay. I think at this point, Terry's probably thinking, hitting my Sable Remnant. He might be worrying about Raccoon right now.
Decree, my favorite.
Brilliant, you love the Brilliant Decree?
Yep.
Alright, so now he can just level for free, actually, which is interesting. I see Captivating. Captivating. Oh, that was prereq, actually, so there's a lot we can do from here. Wonder if he will just level. He might just level. He has 2 Dungeon Guys as well, so definitely isn't the worst idea to just level here. Swing face, that's gonna do 2 damage. Ooh, is he? Oh, that's where cards in his memory. Is he thinking about playing another Veiling? Interesting that he chose to play the Veiling here. Maybe a bit hasty on that, but I guess he's really worried about dying. If he was gonna do that, though, maybe shouldn't he have played it on the Vermilion Decree? All right, well, that's just 2 damage. So does he have anything that goes over 2? Seems like no. He could just go hasty and then put her on field to cycle some cards, but maybe you're worried about a Sadi showing up too. Ooh. Is he thinking about going for Slice and Dice here? He absolutely could. Though he doesn't have enough prep counters. You need 4 prep counters to do Assassinship or Slice and Dice. There's the Soul Knife. He's gonna bring it out now before Cleansing Reunion. Not like Terry has one, but does he have Blazing Throw? I don't see a Blazing Throw. So I think he's just bringing it out now, just in case. He doesn't want to worry about losing the ability to play it if a Imbued Cleansing Reunion comes out. Is Terry just gonna level here? I wonder if how greedy is this guy? It looks like he's choosing to level up. Oh, he's really thinking about it. I think he wants to try and get the draw to here. He needs to wait 1 more turn, though. I don't see a prep generator in his hand. The boots would only take him up to 3. Yeah, I think you just gotta level up here. 5 minutes left. I'm fairly certain they're gonna get maybe like 3-minute extension. They should be able to finish this game out. DM. Oh, okay. Well, Limelight, I can't promise you anything. I'm sorry, man. I'm not the one who chooses the games. But I will put in a word. All right, so we've got the Surveil. So we actually could hit 4 here, but we already went to level 2, so not super. Oh wait, that's not Surveil. That's Innervate Agility. Wow, Innervate Agility. I really thought that was such a cool idea because when you go Shadow Reaver, you can like level up. You go Shadow Reaver, level up, go to Shadow Dancer, Innervate back to Shadow Reaver, level up again. There's so many cool things. I was really trying to find a way to use Innervate Agility here. Do you know what Innervate Agility does?
No, please explain.
So Innervate Agility, it's a whole cycle. There's 1 for each element. So it's Innervate Fury, Innervate Knowledge, Innervate Agility. Yeah. Nobody plays the water one, but Erupting usually plays the fire one. Essentially what they do is they de-level your champion. So in order to play the card, you need to recover 5 and de-level.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, I think you can do it even if you're level 0, if you've taken damage, but you will literally just lose the game. But what they do is they all have different effects. What Innervate Agility does is that it gives you your choice of either Stealth or Spell Shroud to your whole board. So you de-level yourself, but then you get access to a massive effect like that. You can either keep your whole board alive, or you can give yourself just giving your stealth, Spell Shroud, or stealth. So depending on what you're fighting against, there's a huge utility. If it's like Merlin, they're throwing fireballs, you innervate them. If it's someone swinging at you with a big attack, you stealth yourself, right? So much utility there. Okay, you're just gonna spend the Stifling here. I think, in particular with Tristan, though, the reason why you'd maybe want to play this card is because Tristan level 2 draws you 2 cards if you have prep counters. So if you de-level back to 1, then re-level back up to 2, it's like you never really lost anything. And in Tristan level 3, the Shadow Dancer, is that she allows you to level into her other level 3. So if you have Tristan level 3, with Shadow Dancer, then you level up to the other Tristan. When you de-level, you're actually you're de-leveling back to another level 3. So you're not losing your advanced element situation. So it's actually a really interesting card in specifically Tristan because she can go level 3 into level 3. Unlike most decks where if they de-level from level 3, you're going to go back down to level 2 and lose access to all your advanced element cards. So super heads up card there. I really like the idea of it, though definitely in practice. I'd like to see it against another level 3 deck though. It also heals you 5, so just
So it lets you so when you get hit by Innervate, it lets you if you're level 2, you
go back down to level 1. So if you're level 3, you go back to level 2. But if you're Tristan Shadow Reaver, you can go level 3 and then level 3 again. And then you'd go back down to level 3.
That's cheating.
I mean, and the thing about Tristan level 2 is she draws you 2 cards when you level up from her, so unfortunately, he just chose to go for regular Tristan here. Just go Shadows Dancer. I think you are playing against an aggro deck, so trying to go for a fancy line like that, probably not in the cards here. Can he kill? If he goes Shadow's Claw here, he can do 2 hits with Shadow's Claw. That's a Slice and Dice for 11, and then the Shadows hit for 2 each, so not quite there yet. Actually, wait, that would have been game, wasn't it? Yeah, if you go Slice and Dice here, and then you Slice and Dice with Shadow's Claw would do 9 plus 2, 11, 15, then the Shadow swing for 2 each. Yeah, that's game. If he doesn't expect Chris to have anything, which he's Farsander, they really don't have anything. Though I guess he's really in no rush, so.
What did he put down?
No, he's just bringing out, he's materializing the smoke bombs. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I mean, he can take this. He's got the Safeguard Amulet.
It's not putting in an ally.
He doesn't have to make. He only has 5 cards. These Rokokos are going to be blanked by the Safeguard Amulet, so. Yeah, I feel like Terry's probably got this.
There you go.
He can just. Chris is even doing more damage, so the lethal line is going to be even easier.
Just put Captivate.
I think the reason why Terry didn't get the Shadow Claw last turn is he's maybe respecting Spurn or Reduced Ash here. I definitely can see that. I think. Oh, hey, put that card in your banish zone. And that's a Rending. Now, you do know what Tristan Shadow Dancer's effect, what her hidden effect is, right?
No.
She allows you to for the cost of 2 prep counters, she allows you to redirect an attack.
To the other
to the shadow, to a shadow, specifically to a shadow. So, in this situation, if he Rendings, he's just going to spend 2 prep, and then your entire Rending is just completely eaten up. So, super worth a play there. At this point, Chris knows he really just can't use these Rendings. He's going to bring out Tire Fring too. He's playing super, super respectfully. I think at this point, though, he can just end the game. He has Slice and Dice. He just needs to go for Shadow's Claw. He's going to bring it out now. He's going to pop his boots. He doesn't need them anymore. Slice and Dice for... This has 3 durability, so he can swing with it twice. And then the Shadows will not eat up the durability. So that is 4, and then another... Then 6 plus 1, 7.
Oh my god.
And then the Shadows get to swing for 4 each, and the game is over. Tristan is such a cool deck. I love Tristan. She's so cool. That just goes to show, even against an aggro deck, when you tech the deck right, because my version of this deck is all in on the level 3s, because I hate not leveling up the 3. I'm an aggro hater, so I totally see when you can tech the deck right for it, you can absolutely fight against aggro. I want to see how it does against wind allies though, because I feel like Xander, his allies they're not very tanky, so it's easy to kill them off. But wind allies, those guys are 3 HP, 4 HP. They get buff counters, they get attuned, so it becomes really hard. So I definitely want to see how that matchup in particular.
Just when I thought the Xander was gonna win.
But that's the thing, is wind has so much utility and so much defensive cards. It is very, at least in my opinion, it's very hard for Fire Xander to win if they find their defensive cards. Veilings, you got he plays Resolute, he plays the Cleansing, which absolutely destroys your graveyard. So no Rendings, no Bruken Soul Knives and everything. So yeah, absolutely, just textbook textbook Tristan gameplay from Team True Terry here. That should be time in the round, so we'll definitely see what the next game is. So we're gonna go to the short break here, and then we're gonna go next game. I think they might start trying to rush a bit just because we don't want to be too behind on schedule. So we'll catch you in the next round, and thanks for watching.